Shalom, this is Lise Rosenthal with Teachings from the Tanakh. Our portion today is from the book of Exodus, and it is what we English speakers tend to refer to as the Ten Commandments, although properly in Hebrew it would be more correctly translated the Ten Sayings, because it's Asarata Adiborim. This giving of the word from God to the people assembled at the foot of Mount Sinai was sort of suspended all the natural laws, and the people, they heard the lightning and they saw the thunder, and everything was just kind of suspended. And in another sense, we're told that everyone, whoever would follow these, whoever had lived or ever would live, was in some sense present at that very mystical moment. Now, these 10 sayings are divided by the rabbis into the 5 which are ben adam lemakom, between the human and the source of life, between the human and God, and another 5 which are ben adam lere'ehu, between a human and another human. And interestingly, the commandment to honor our father and our mother is in the first half, that your relationship with your parents, because it gives you a good framework for relating to God, because your parents are your creator and your God is your creator, that if you can't get it right with your parents, in some sense you're going to have a hard time getting it right with God, I guess is what they were thinking. Now, the first commandment, as it were, really is hardly a commandment at all. It says, I am the Lord your God who brought you out of the land of Egypt, the house of bondage. Yeah, and what am I supposed to do with that? Well, you're just supposed to remember it. And if you take this not as a list of rules, but as a covenant, this is God identifying himself as one of the partners in the covenant. The last commandment is also an interesting one. It's the one about coveting. Now, you can follow the rules and murder or not murder somebody, steal or not steal, but it's really hard to tell yourself, don't covet. If you do, you do, and if you don't, you don't. And I heard a very interesting midrash or interpretation on this, which is that Devar number 1 is God introducing himself, and once you know God and you really understand what it is that he wants from you, then you will be able to follow number 2 through number 9. And number 10 is your reward. That if you keep the 10 commandments, if you keep the middle 8, then you will be in a good emotional and ethical situation in the world, and you will have no need to covet anybody's wife or car or figure or clothes or anything like that. So as Moses and Aaron and all the Bnei Israel would say, Shavua Tov, have a good week.